I've recently discovered a link between the tarot and the human brain. The number 4 has always been a significant number to occultists. We orient ourselves in time and space by 4 directions: left, right, up, down. There are 4 major functioning components of the brain, and there's a 4-letter master key to the tarot. It's sometimes referred to as the Tetragrammaton, which means 4-letter word. So one thing that's really interesting is as a fetus in the womb, our brains grow in the same order that they evolved throughout time. First, the reptilian brain, the mammalian brain, and then the rational brain, which continues to grow until the age of 7. The reptilian brain is the oldest brain. It governs bodily functions such as sleep, hunger, pain, breathing, defecating, and urinating. Basically all the things that reptiles can do. When the mammalian brain evolved, it allowed mammals to nurture and care for their offspring. It's responsible for socializing, nurturing, and detecting danger in our environment. What differentiates the human brain from other creatures is the newer enlarged prefrontal cortex, or rational brain. This is what gives us the capacity for empathy, language, and abstract thought. It gives us the ability to manage time and consider the consequences of our actions so that we can make informed decisions. The 4th main section is the thalamus. It's an egg-shaped organ located right in the center of the brain. Its purpose is to combine all the sensory input gathered by the other parts. It then sends this information in 2 directions: down into the amygdala, the fight or flight response, and up into the rational brain to be further analyzed. The pathway down into the amygdala is shorter. We might end up reacting to a situation before we even have time to think about what is happening. If the brain is healthy and not damaged, which is more rare than you think, we are able to override the automatic unconscious reactions of the amygdala. And these are the 4 main components of the brain. The Master-Key to Tarot is a 4-letter Hebrew word. It's unpronounceable since it has no vowels. It's a verbal, numerical, and geometrical formula. Each letter represents an element: fire, water, air, and earth. It was translated into Roman letters as IHVH and into European letters as YHVH. YHVH is a noun which means to be. Fully translated, it means that which was, that which is, that which shall be. In the Bible, this word was translated to Lord or Jehovah. It isn't actually a name. According to the occultist Paul Foster Case, it is a verbal symbol for the conscious energy which brings all things into existence. Y comes first, which is pronounced Yod. It is represented by the element of fire. It is action, movement, adventure, struggle, and beginnings. Spiritually, it signifies the divine spark which began the creation of the universe. This is the suit of wands in the tarot. Going back to the brain, the reptilian brain was also first. Reptiles were the first animals on Earth. Fire. Reptiles love heat. Next comes H, pronounced hey, which is represented by water. It is love, friendship, joy, quiet experiences, and it is represented by the cups in the tarot. As I mentioned, the mammalian brain evolved next. The first mammals lived in water. After that comes V, pronounced Vav. It is represented by air. This is mental activity, wisdom, intellect, and conflict. It is symbolized by the suit of swords. The next part to evolve was the rational brain, and also human beings. We need air, and sound travels through air. It is how we communicate. Lastly is the second H, again pronounced hey, which represents earth. It signifies physical matter, commodities, routines, and work. In the tarot, it is represented by pentacles. If you notice, earth could almost stand by itself or encompass all of the other elements. But when taken alone, we neglect to consider what lies beneath the physical and what brought creation into being. Similarly, the thalamus stands apart from the other parts of the brain because it actually combines the information from the other three parts to decide an action. In the words of English professor and acclaimed tarot reader Rachel Pollack, in the tarot, as in magic, the four emblems stand for the world itself and for human nature, as well as the act of creation, both the creation of specific things and the continuous creation of evolution. These four steps are really the creative process for any action. 1. Getting an idea, a spark, or fire. 2. Deciding to love and nurture the idea, reflection, or water. 3. Formulating a plan, mental activity, or earth. And 4. The act of creating, work, or earth. Our evolved brain gives us the capacity to create anything that we will into being, just as the infinite intelligence created the universe. It's beautiful to see the mind in this way and realize how much power we have as human beings. It really makes you think about how special we are. I agree with Dr. John Bradshaw in the following quote. If you don't like the word God, I'm just going to go ahead and replace it with the universe, because I feel like most people that are into tarot and spirituality and occultism might feel the same way about the word God. In my myth, each of us is a unique and unrepeatable creation of the universe, and each of us incarnates some aspect of the divine reality. Each of us came into the world in order to manifest that unique part of the universe's reality. We do that by being ourselves. As human beings, we're blessed to have all of these tools at our disposal, and each of the four elements is depicted in the Magician card in the tarot. The tarot teaches us how to master these elements to become the magician of our own lives. We can temper our minds, and in the process, discover who we truly are. It requires time and effort, healing, discipline, and study. It's the goal of a lifetime to figure out our unique contribution to the world. The study of the brain only affirms that we hold a very special place in the universe. It shows that we are at the cutting edge of creative will. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about this interesting connection between the human brain and tarot. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Amber. If you love psychology, tarot, history, hermetic and occult knowledge, go ahead and shoot me a subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I have a website. I'll link it down below if you're interested in booking me for a personal reading. And I also have a few programs available. One of them is a guided, fun approach to shadow work. All right, guys, take care. Bye.